Hey guys, I'm back for the first video of 2026, and today I'm at the most popular caves in New Brunswick, the St. Martin Sea Caves, and this time I actually came during low tide, so I get to explore half of them. The time before I only got to see this big one here at the start, so let's check it out. Well, here's a part from last time, which I actually prepared for this time with rubber boots. Yeah, no, last time I was here, I had sneakers on and I had to jump across rocks, and even then I got my feet wet, so this will be a lot easier. This water's actually flowing pretty good. It's all coming from a waterfall way, way over there. I don't know if you can see it. I probably should have picked a shallower spot. This is not ideal. Oh, that is going over my boots. Oh, I gotta turn around. Oh no. Oh no. See, it's so shallow on this side, but then right here, there's like a ravine where it's just deep enough where it might go over your boots. Might have to go all the way up there. Okay, now I think I found a spot worthy of passing. You really start to realize how big these caves are once you get closer to them. If you can see right up there, there's one single piece of snow left, still hanging on. And there's water dripping all down this sandstone wall. It's pretty cool. We're gonna go into this first cave here and see what it looks like. So this sea cave, along with all the other sea caves along this coast, were formed over the last 250 million years or so from the erosion of the tides that come in from the Bay of Fundy. Now every day, about 6 hours from high tide to low tide, the water will come in and erode all this sandstone and conglomerate rock material until it creates these ginormous sea caves. Depending where you are on the Fundy coast, the tides can reach from 12 meters to 16 meters in difference from high to low tide. That's a lot. Some may not consider them caves because, you know, there's full sunlight once you get to the back of them. It only goes this deep. But it is technically underground, so it is a sea cave. Now I'm walking further down the coast, and I just noticed there's like this trail through the algae and the seaweed from all the people who have walked over this way. Still super slippery though, especially with rubber boots on. If you look down here, it just looks like a bunch of little rocks, but every single one of them is a little snail. They're absolutely everywhere here. You can't avoid stepping on them even if you try. Well, this is officially the farthest I've been at the St. Martin Sea Caves, and I'm gonna keep going down this coast here. Haven't seen any more caves really yet. There's a little indent in the mountain right there, but that's about it. It's really peaceful out here, especially right now during sunset. And it's kind of the off season, so there's not that many people here. I was just walking along here and I stumbled upon this giant, like probably 8 foot tall wall of just pure seaweed. This stuff is like an inch thick. It looks like hair. And the ground below it is incredibly slippery. It's very cool. Found some geese enjoying the sunset on the coast. Oh yeah. So where I started was way over here and came around the corner. And to my amazement, there's a giant ravine with multiple caves. I have never been over here. Look at that. During sunset too. Oh man. I was just talking about that 8-foot wall of seaweed back there. Well, look at this. Oh my God. I'm not good with measurements, but that gotta be like at least 20 feet. Look at that. This is insane. And the fact that this is all completely underwater at high tide, like the water level's literally all the way up there. So I'd be completely underwater right now. I really don't think the camera does justice on how giant this really is. You can almost, yeah, you can see all the layers of the sandstone and everything. Even with the seaweed over it, you can see the layers. Wow. It's another pretty big cave over there with a bunch of water dripping and stuff. As you can see here, there's like these little mini caves, like halfway up the wall. Look, another one there. There's another one over there. I'm almost tempted to try to climb up the seaweed and see how deep that thing goes. Well, I probably shouldn't have because it's so slippery and slanted, but look at that. It doesn't go deep at all. It just ends right there. Still kind of cool though. I'll give you guys another size perspective of how big this ravine is. I'm already about halfway through it. And I was wondering what the distant dripping sound was when I entered this ravine. Here it is. It's like a perfect little shower. I might not want to shower with all the algae and stuff, but it's cool. Must have been dripping for a while. It's down to the big rocks. Just as I was about to leave, I noticed this rope going up the side of the cliff. Kind of wraps in between those trees and all the way up. And I realized this actually isn't completely submerged, at least this side of the beach isn't, during high tide. The water line ends like right over there, so there's actually a hidden beach surrounded by a bunch of tall sandstone cliffs. But you have to scale a cliff to get down into here, so still really cool. I have now reached the land of just pure seaweed. The walls, the ground, everything is seaweed here. The tide is coming in, so I'm trying to make this quick. I'm just gonna confirm that there's no more caves around the corner here. Worst comes to worst though, I go back to that ravine and climb the rope up the cliff. So, all right, this is the farthest I'm gonna go. There's definitely no more caves along this coastline, but very cool to see, especially this time of day. Now I gotta get back before this tide comes in too quick. There's the parking lot over there, and here's the stream that you have to cross to get to the caves. And right on the other side of it's probably the tallest cliff around here. I'll show you a different size perspective here. Now, if you guys remember earlier in the video, I mentioned conglomerate rock. Now, what is conglomerate rock? Well, this is not a scientific definition at all. And, oh my God, I gotta move because a rock just fell right beside me. So conglomerate rock is just small or large pebbles mixed in with like sand or clay to make like a single solid rocky material. Now, that whole wall I just showed you guys a perspective of, completely conglomerate rock. That's quite hard for my camera to pick up all of these rocks in this wall because there's just so many shadows. But if I zoom in here, you can see they're all just like oval, smooth, round rocks. Oh, there's some rocks falling off the wall. Now, I'm gonna show you guys very quickly. All the sand at the bottom here is completely like soft and falling apart. So you really don't want to stand at the bottom of this for too long, as you just seen a minute ago. Yeah, it is still eroding after all these years. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this different type of caving content than my usual. Unfortunately, Isaac couldn't make it this weekend, but next weekend we do have plans to go to 2 caves that we have previously been to, but we only documented it on the Caving NB Instagram account. So this year we're making the full-length YouTube video and the Instagram post, of course. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.